morning everyone. This is Shaka Mukesh, Assistant Professor of Aerospace Department from SNS and today I am going to explain a topic about casting is a process of molding a material and pouring in a required shape which is called as a die, and we get to use some time to let the solid to be solidified and getting the product as in the required shape. So casting is mainly depends upon the larger number of components, and also we can do it in a smaller size also. So based on this, my students will be explaining the types and what are the strategies and the working process will be continued in the types of casting.
So good morning everyone. I am Nandini from second year aerospace engineering student. I am going to talk about the plaster casting. Plaster casting is a manufacturing process where a mold is made using plaster of Paris to create detailed and accurations. First, a pattern of the object is prepared and a plaster is poured around to form the mold. Once the mold hardens, molds metal, often aluminium or non-ferrous alloys, is poured into it. The plaster molds allows for excellent surface, finish and fine detail, making it useful for prototypes, decorative parts and other complex designs. While it's slower than the other casting methods, plaster casting is valued for its precision and the ability to capture irritate.
Hello everyone, myself Ramanivan from the second year BE Aerospace. Today I'm going to share about the sand casting. Sand casting is one of the oldest method and most widely used metal casting method. First, a pattern of object is created using a wood or metal. This pattern is placed inside a molding box and packed with a special foundry. Sand mixed with the clay and water, which helps the sand hold its shape. Once the pattern is removed, it leaves behind a hollow cavity in the exact shape of the final product. Molten metal is poured into the cavity through a screw. The sand mold withstands high temperature and shapes. The metal as it cools. After cooling, the mold is broken apart to reveal the solid metal casting, which is then cleaned and finished. This process is cost effective, simple and perfect for producing parts of various sizes, from small machine components to large industrial parts.
Good morning to all. I am Magnanathan from Aerospace Department. Today I am going to talk about last forecasting principle. Let us discuss about principle. Instead of making a traditional sand mold with a separating cavity, you make a pattern of the part from foam, usually polyester. The foam pattern is coated with refractory material and placed inside a flask filled with unbonded sand. When molten metal is poured in, the foam burns and vaporizes and the metal fills the space. Let us discuss about steps in the process. Pattern making. Foam pattern is made by cutting or molding foam polystyrene. Can be a single piece or assembled from foam segments glued together. Coating. The foam pattern is coated with refractory slurry to improve surface finish and prevent sand erosion. Mold preparation. The coated pattern is placed in a flask and surrounded by loose unbonded dry sand. Sand is compacted using vibration. Pouring. Metal is poured directly onto the foam pattern. The foam vaporizes instantly, replaced by the molten metal. Solidification and cooling. Metal solidifies in the shape of the origin foam pattern. Shakeout. Once cooled, the sand is removed and the casting is cleaned. Thank you.
I am Svenita from second year aerospace department. Today I am going to speak about continuous casting. Continuous casting is a process used to produce metal shapes like slabs, bullets or blooms directly from molten metal. Instead of casting individual molds, molten metal is poured into water-cooled mold where it started to solidify. The semi-solid metal is then continuously pulled out, cooled further and cut into further lengths. This method is highly efficient, reduces waste and produces uniform quality. Continuous casting is widely used in steel, aluminum industries as it follows large quantities to make quickly while maintaining consistent strength and shape.
The casting material in the process, I gave the casting materials and how the process goes on, and my students have done well in their presentation. Based on the four examples, four types of casting which they have described, Among them, sand casting is generally used in every kind of small scale industries as well as large scale industries because it is a unique type and also it can be reusable in every method. So the finishing product of the material will be done in another site. So we will discuss about in the next videos. I thank the students who participated in this video session. The four of my students have done their best and they present the video as well as they tried, and I really thank them for and appreciate them in this session. Another site. So we will discuss about in the next videos. Thank you.